Week 7's top plays coming at you courtesy of our good friends at Spherion Mid-Ohio. Our first nominee almost never happened. You're going to watch as Kolton Stover will sidestep a blitzer and then threads the needle into Caden Reichenbach, who starts singing, "Green Acres is the place to be." 83 yards later, the end zone is the place for he. Huge play for Highland to knock off the Galleon Tigers. The throw's a little bit wobbly, but it hits the bullseye right on the money, allowing Caden to break away for a Fighting Scots score to help capture an MOAC victory on their home turf. We welcome Brock Bauer back to the lineup and nominee number 2. The Hillsdale junior DB is about to undercut the route here, grabs the interception, and he locks in the GPS for the corner of the end zone with no turns necessary as he veers around the traffic for the Falcons score. Picture perfect piece of defending as Bauer high points the pick, and he will follow his convoy to pay dirt as Hillsdale knocks off Waynedale for a 7-0 start to their glorious season. Our next nominee was not even in the play designs, but when you're as dangerous as Bodpegn Miller with the ball in your hands, sometimes you just gotta call your own number. He's gonna break loose after catapulting himself up the middle, and the Ohio State commit would roll 82 yards for an Ontario score, which all but iced the game. Pleasant thought they were getting the ball back off a Warriors punt, but Miller changes the plans on the fly as he flies through a couple of arm tackles, keeps his balance, and somehow escapes into the open field to keep the Big O undefeated. They also are 7-0. Nominee number 4 features another 7-0 team. A.J. Bauer was perfect for Northmor in the past game, but it helps when you got guys doing stuff like this. Cowin Becker hits the sideline, then he's going to hit the defender with a saucy crossover, ending in the end zone for a 43-yard Golden Knights TD. Slow it down for you a bit. Admire Becker's version of the stanky leg before reaching across the goal line for the score. More game action coming up at nominee number 5, and what appears to be a quick pass for breathing room on a 3rd and forever becomes oh so much more in the hands of Chris Marshall, who slithers past the mosh pit, then rocks and rolls down the edge and will eventually celebrate an 85-yard Trojans touchdown. We're going to show this to you one more time. The quick trigger from Blaine Ball, nice. A little bit of a jitter to the inside sucks in the entire Indians tribe, and Marshall will hit the boot, scoot, and boogie all the way to the zone, covering nearly every single yard line on his journey. Luke is facing a 4th and short situation at nominee 6, but senior fullback Dan Hockensmith has way more than just a first down on his docket, throwing a defender off his back and then avoids the entire second level on his way in for a 26-yard Cubs score. And it's even more brolic when you see it in slow-mo, tossing a would-be tackler aside like an empty soda can, and he trots into the end zone to spark some fireworks on homecoming night for Lucas. Seneca East was sitting on top of the N10 standings last week until they allowed the McMonster to escape out of his cage. That's Colonel Crawford's Connor McMichael, chewing up yards and defenders like a shark in a pool full of chum, swimming 87 yards down the field to light up the scoreboard. Huge play right there as the Eagles would go on to win by just a single point, 21-20. With this 3rd quarter touchdown sparking Crawford's second half comeback on the road. Nobody likes the McMonster when he gets angry. Second nominee on our countdown from that MOAC matchup in Sparta, where it's just the second play from scrimmage and Kolton Stover's already committing some QB on QB crime, swindling Braxton Prosser of possession and trades in the bounty for a 6-pack of Highland points at the opposite end zone. Great read here as he baits the outside throw and Stover jumps the route to give the Scots an early lead and a 24-21 victory. Big Walnut's been on a roll since an opening night loss, and explosive plays are a major reason why. Here's another one at nominee number 9, Brody Hatfield, treating the Kilbourne defense like they're all McCoys. leaving them in his wake on a 59-yard touchdown sprint. A lot of this comes from the setup, though. The look-off attracts a full wave of defenders. And just look at that sea of red jerseys leading the way for Hatfield as he breaks free into the promised land. Nobody even lays a hand on him. Our final nominee brings us back to the Falcons' Nest, where Hillsdale's got the win, but Ethan Garrod helped Waynedale keep pace early. Nifty sprint through an A-gap, takes him to the edge where he covers nearly half the field on his way into the pylon for a Golden Bear score. Impressive leg strength on display right here as he bursts through some arm tackles through the hole, and he has just enough speed to finish it off to round out our top 10 list. Comment below right now to vote for the top play from week number 7.